What's up, guys? Bruno here. As you know, 8-4 uniform is going through some exciting avionics upgrades, and I came to the airport today to check on the progress and see what the plane is looking like. So let's go in the hangar and see what it looks like. Let's go. So the process is already underway, and I'll hop in and show you what are the things that have already been removed, what are the things that already have been installed, and what's still missing. Still looks a little messy inside, so I'll be careful getting in. All right, so let's see what we have here. As you can see, there's a lot of missing stuff on the panel, right? The attitude indicator and the heading indicator are gone. So is the nav1, nav2, and the engine monitoring system, temperature monitoring system. On the radio stack here, I used to have the radio panel, my Garmin 430, and then nav2 and con2, nav2, and then transponder. These are the engine instruments here, and here used to be the suction gauge. We are replacing all of these instruments and changing some of them. So here, these two instruments are going to be replaced with an Aspen E5 EFI system, and which means that I'm going to have a primary flight display and navigation display with an HSI, rather, electronic HSI here. It's a standalone instrument, so it has two screens, and it's made to fit on the original void of the attitude indicator. So this instrument is here, the small harness is already here, as you can see right there, Aspen Avionics, and that's what's going to replace my vacuum system, my vacuum instruments. Now, because I will no longer have instruments that are fed by the vacuum system, I was able to get rid of the vacuum pump. If you're an instrument rated pilot, you know that you are trained for vacuum system failure, where you lose your attitude indicator and your heading indicator. It's something that you don't want to happen to you if you're an IMC. What I wanted to do is get rid of any chances of that happening to me. And the Aspen E5, just like the Garmin G5s, operate in a different system. They operate on their own attitude and heading reference system, just like the G1000. It uses GPS coordinates and data to actually tell your attitude, your altitude, your speed, and your heading, basically. And it also connects to the Garmin 430, which means those instruments will talk to each other and can actually, so the Aspen E5 uses the Garmin 430 as the brain, or any other GPS that you might have, which is pretty cool. So this is the vacuum pump right here, and you can see it's already disconnected, and it's gonna soon be removed, which means the airplane is gonna get lighter, and I'll have some extra useful load. Yeah, it's probably just a few pounds, but hey, I'll take anything I can get. And back here, as you can see, a lot of the wiring, or the normal wiring, or spaghetti, like the mechanic calls it, is gone. And as you can see back there, that's called the FastTech hub. The cool thing about this FastTech hub is that these planes usually come with, wiring that was made when they were built. In the case of this plane, 1977, what happens is that this wiring, or all the wiring, gets old with the plane, and it's prone to failure. Wires can burn, wires can, just wear out, and we decided to replace all the wiring with the FastTech hub, which just works like a computer. What you do is you take off all the wiring and you replace with new wiring that connects directly to this hub, and it distributes energy and information throughout the cockpit. So it's much lighter, much more reliable, and much more modern. If you saw some of my other videos, you probably remember my panel. It was a nice cockpit configuration. It was still original. All the instruments were original and they worked fine. But as I kept flying the plane, I noticed, a few glitches and things here and there. For instance, the vacuum system had a little precession, which resulted in the attitude indicator and the heading indicator being not that trustworthy. That made, honestly, it hard for me to take the plane to IFR conditions or even an IFR flight plan, because I didn't feel like I really trusted my systems. That was another reason why I wanted to do these upgrades, because whenever I'm up there, I want to be sure that I trust everything that's in front of me 100%.